Hello everybody, this is the second of mine and my friends' realms that has occurred. This one lasted till day 560 as you can see, so I'm going to give a little world tour. There are two halves of the world. There's this half, goes on that way, and that half. I'm about halfway through it right now. We're going to do this half first, then we will circle back and do the other half. So let's start off over here. This is a building I made. I think it looks pretty cool. It took about 5 minutes, so it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Actually serves, if I had a boat, as an ice boat highway to get through the mountain. So if we go through the mountain, we end up here, which is our villager trading hall. A lot of them died on this side at some point, but I never bothered replacing them because I'd already got all my enchants. And I think it looks pretty cool for just a simple little design using the shelf blocks. Yeah, and we had all the important villagers on this one. So if you go on here, we were going to be having a shopping district down here. Oh, and as in the other world tour, I'll be referring to people by their Minecraft usernames. So over here is Fuzzy Quoker's base, and it got, I'm assuming a creeper happened, but it's a simple little house. And then down here, he also built this train, or train carriage, which looks pretty cool. I don't really know what he was doing, but the tracks also look pretty cool as well. And if we come over here, we have Quick GG's, one of about 3 bases, and you have these pretty cool custom trees. And he built this little church here, which has a void floor, which looks epic with even with good brightness. Oh, that's my ender chest. Coming out here, there's a villager breeder here, which is the same design I used on the previous world. And over here we have a mason trading hall, which Tabby Tulip set up. And that is, as far as I'm aware, it for this side of the map. So I'm going to head to the other side of the world and back to that tree we started on, and then I will take you for the second half of the tour. Now we are back on this side of the world. Here is a floating island, which is one of another Quick GG build. So just quickly sleep. And yeah, it's alright. There's not really much to say, as he didn't really work on this base too much. If we come down over here, we come to a little hobbit hole base, which was Quick GG's starter base. I think it looks pretty cool. Of course it's quite empty, as all of this stuff was ransacked and taken to the church base. Now if we come down over here, we have Yalalabumba's base, which was a windmill, and with some cool farmland. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't really know what my mic is doing. I don't know if it's me not speaking loud enough or the mic being too far away, but I am trying to make sure it's better than it was in the last video, as I couldn't even hear myself in the last video. So it's sort of just a cinematic showcase at that point. Pretty cool bridge there. Now let's head over to Tabby Tulip's base with one of his classic wheat fields, with some lovely paths coming through. He didn't really build much. He joined for like the last 100 days or so, but he built a little factory. Of course, didn't finish, but it was for his super smelter design, which he designed himself, and it works quite fine. I even had one in my base in this season. which is what we will be getting to now, as the last base we will be looking at is my base, which is a lovely port town on stilts. Actually, I think we should start it over here with a pretty cool boat design, which has an anchor, which is a lantern on it. Then here is an auto fish farm, which I designed myself, which is probably why it's not very efficient. But there's this little cliff I terraformed myself. So if we come around here, so I can show you some of the details. Here are some water lilies, using the mangrove trapdoor and the new cactus flower. And if we come around here, past up stilts, we have the spruce logs transitioning into the stripped spruce, so that it looks like these are wet and the others aren't. And we've got a skeleton skull on this boat, you know. And then a floating barrel in the water. And this is the entrance to the base. You go into this sewer, and then it takes you up through this like sewage grill into the top of the base. So of course everything on this half isn't properly finished, but I had some big plans for this base, but sadly the server just wasn't around long enough. But hopefully the current one, because Season 4 only has 3 of us, but it should last a lot longer. But here is the first build that was made, is the Tea Haven Cafe. I think it looks pretty cool. Got the cyan terracotta, a bit of mud and some tuff for the roof, then the sandstone looking thing. And these here are working bins, as there is a hopper underneath it and takes whatever's in the bin. So I'll actually use the bin right now, just to empty my inventory of all of this rubbish that is clogging it up. And as we go in, there's a nice little cafe interior. I figured that if you used signs on the shelf block, it looked like writing on a menu, and I haven't really seen this used anywhere else. So I'm taking full, what's the word? Accountability for this discovery. Then we have a cool little carpet here, and come behind here we have a little sugarcane farm. Nothing too sophisticated, just a simple sugarcane farm, so that I can get my firework rockets. We have a couple seats out here, and we come to my house. A little planter, and we have the horse in the stable inside. It's called Ethicus, because it was a lot of effort to get him up here. Pretty good horse, 6-block jump, and quite fast as well. Don't want to get on him, I'll lock him back up. Yeah, there we go. Then heading into the house, we have a few nice details. Another cool chimney design, which I think I quite like. Then coat hangers. Then like little shoe shelf rack. Now if you notice here on the outside of the building, the chimney at the top is deep slate. But here, it's andesite. That's because I did a little gradient, so if you're going through the house, I don't know what it is on the second floor, but it's a darker block. Then coming through here, a bit more details, another little hanger. We have the storage room, which I think's quite a nice storage room, does its purpose, some cool ceiling lights, which never really fully oxidised. Then we have a bamboo farm. It gets harvested, goes into a bubble elevator, gets pushed up, then slides on some ice into the chests. Come out here, we've got like something, I don't really know. We have got a little skeleton skull, but it's this hallway going up to the second floor. This is the map on day 486. We didn't have any of the little plans set out yet, so I like it. And here we've got a cool little bed. Got string holding it up there. And got a little grate to look into the fire, quite like that. Got a little seat as we look on a big world map. That's like our base is just in this bit here, so it's just the area behind us. And we have a very cool little enchanting room. I think this is one of my better starter bases, though it may not be as good as some of your buildings. We've got a nice little cart design, like delivering something to this factory. And here's a nice little like fountain design almost. The reason the water is so bright here is because, of course, in Bedrock, when water is in a cauldron, you can dye it. So I dyed the water light blue to get this nice little look. And then we have a little bench with some signs in the back, a bit of extra like engraving or something. Now heading into the factory, we have like lots of different like unique blocks that they could be testing. I didn't really put much effort into this interior, as you can see. We've got another bin. Combined here, you have the Super Smelter, which I stole from Tabby Tulips Designs. Now there's one more entrance into the base I have to show you. So if we come down here, there's like this little green toxic sludge coming into the water. And this is another entrance into the base. So you see you've got some dead plants being killed by the pollution. I've got a fan there. And then you come in through all the toxicity, climb a ladder, climb some more ladders, then it will take you through a pipe. See the Super Smelter, the inner workings. It will drop you off here into the factory. And as I believe that is it for this world. It looks alright. Oh, I guess one more thing we could mention is the hot air balloon. Looks alright. First I built the hot air balloon. Could be better, could be worse. That's all I really have to say for it. But the third world tour of season 3 will be coming out later today. I would personally recommend watching the season 1 world tour, as the mic in the video is not good quality at all. But if you want to go have a look at some of the builds on it, you can, just don't expect much audio quality wise. And with that, bye.